Hi, my name is Julie Love. I've lived in Cleveland Heights for 12 years. I grew up in Athens, Ohio, and I have degrees in finance and accounting from the University of Cincinnati. I worked in the finance and accounting field for about 10 years. I am a CPA inactive. I also have a master's degree in journalism from Ohio University's Scripps School of Journalism. When I first moved to Cleveland Heights, I worked for the Heights Heritage Home Tour, writing the tour book, getting to tour all the beautiful homes in Cleveland Heights and write about them. For the past 8 years, I've operated a successful home-based business. I am the treasurer of the Ohio University Women's Club, and in the time that I've lived in Cleveland Heights, our property value has gone down about 30%, but our property taxes have doubled. Concerned about the taxes in Cleveland Heights, I decided to run for city council. I'm very concerned about the tax levy that's going to be on the ballot in November. We've been asked to talk about our vision for Cleveland Heights. My vision for Cleveland Heights is very clear, and it's not very dissimilar from the Cleveland Heights that I moved into just 12 years ago. Just in that time period, we've lost 10% of our population. We've gone from a city of 50,000 to a city of about 45,000 in a very short period of time. That really concerns me because each one of those people that has left, they have taken their 2% of income taxes with them. Another thing that really concerns me about the city very recently is we've torn down a lot of houses. Cleveland Heights is actually America's first suburb. It's a built-out suburb. The reason that most areas you can walk to a store or a park is because this is a planned city. They don't make cities like this anymore. It's very desirable. It's very close to downtown. And again, like I said, it's a walking city. It's not an accident that in any part of the city, you can walk to a retail area and a park. They did that on purpose. Because of that, new development, new construction in Cleveland Heights sells very, very quickly. I would love to see, even on my street, we've had several tear downs and several more are getting ready to be torn down. I would like to see a developer come into Cleveland Heights and build beautiful new homes on those lots. You've probably seen them in different parts of town. They go great with the street that's already there. They're beautiful, and like I said, they sell. So that's the first part of my vision. Not only will that increase property values because having beautiful new homes in the empty lots, but it will increase our tax base, reducing the burden on each of us because more people will be paying into the system. The second part of my vision, again, not too dissimilar from the Cleveland Heights I moved into only 12 years ago, is to have our business districts full and thriving. It's very concerning to me, especially on Lee Road. We're losing a lot of businesses. I am really interested in bringing new businesses back into the city. I've heard very disturbing information that some businesses are being turned away. I think it's very important that we as a city council should be open to bringing businesses in. A thriving business district is very important. We are spending millions and millions of dollars on streetscapes, which are flowers and curbs for our business districts. But it doesn't matter how many flowers and curbs we have if the businesses are empty. I'd like to talk a little bit about the income tax levy. In November, a tax levy is going to be on our ballot for 0.25% income tax increase. I'm very concerned about this. This income tax increase will very seriously affect low-income families, single parents, and working families. I am very afraid, based on the loss of citizenship that we've had over the past few years, that this additional tax burden will further erode our tax base. More people will move away if this tax increase is approved. People have said to me, okay, Julie Love, what would you cut? So I took a look at the financial statements. From 2011 to 2012, salaries went up $2.8 million in 1 year. It's right here. You can see it. I can show it to you. I can email it to you if you want. That was 2012. At that exact same time, the rest of the country, including Cleveland Heights, was getting a pay cut from $55,000 a year to $50,000 a year. That's the median income in Cleveland Heights. Every working person also got a 2% payroll tax increase on January 1st of 2013. Every working person is paying more for gas, more for food, more for their health insurance premiums, more for their health insurance deductibles, and they're getting squeezed everywhere we turn. To say that citizens need to pay more of their grocery money to the city when we are being squeezed like this is wrong. The city should adjust its budget, $2.5 million, that's 5% of the budget, to keep this city going. Another thing that we do is we issue long-term bonds for short-term expenses. That is like you taking out a home equity loan and then using it for dinner. The expense that we have is amortized over a much longer time than the asset stays on our books. That's the wrong way to use our money. Also, our city, a city this size, has $19 million in long-term debt. That is more debt than we should have on our books for a city this size. So, I don't think that we have a tax problem. I think that we have a budgeting problem. And I think that it would be very easy to cut $2.5 million from our budget. The tax increase is not going to generate the kind of revenue that the city needs. All it will do is kick the can of fixing our budget down to another time. We need to fix the budget now. And remember how this plan works. If we don't increase taxes, maybe people won't leave. And then if we can bring more people in to new construction, bring new businesses in by welcoming them, we can increase our tax base. Guess what that does? It increases government revenue. My name's Julie Love, and I'm running for city council because I really want to try to save our city, and I think we can do it.